What's going on, guys? It's Clutch Plays, and today I'm going to be telling you the 5 biggest draft steals from the NBA draft from the past 5 years. I'm not picking the biggest steal from each draft class, I'm just picking the top steals out of any of the players from the 5 draft classes put together. Also, in my terms, a steal is someone in the draft who overperformed their expectations coming into the league, so people drafted high who have been good like D'Angelo Russell may not be on the list. Before I get into the top 5 NBA draft steals from the past 5 years, I feel like some people are just outside of the top 5, so I want to give some honorable mentions real quick. So first we have Montrezl Harrell, who came into the league as the 32nd overall pick in the 2015 NBA draft. Teams saw him as a player with a high motor and a lot of athleticism, but teams thought that he would not be in the NBA for a very long time. He proved everyone wrong and has proved to be the second best bench player in the NBA behind his teammate Lou Williams. This season he put up incredible numbers in the regular season and produced in the playoffs when it counted most. Next, we have Malcolm Brogdon, who is the 36th overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft out of Virginia. He has literally proved everyone wrong who passed on him, as he won Rookie of the Year as a second round pick. This draft class wasn't stacked and Ben Simmons was hurt in his rookie year, so this award isn't too special, but give the man some credit. He averaged 16 points and 5 rebounds on the Bucks this season, who are the 1 seed in the East. This may be the most controversial honorable mention, but Mitchell Robinson with the 36th pick in last year's NBA draft. I really wanted to put Mitchell Robinson in the top 5 because he has proven to be one of the best young centers in the NBA, has a chance to become the best center in a few years, but we don't know for sure. He came on at the end of the season, and when he played, he was one of the most efficient players in the NBA, but this list is so stacked that I can't put him in the top 5 steals just yet. Next year, Mitch, you're going to be number 1. Finally, Kyle Kuzma, who was drafted with the 27th overall pick in the NBA draft. Kuzma has been the second best player on the Lakers and is an electric scorer. In many games, he seems to be able to score the ball at will, but in others, he turns the ball over way too much and can't really find a shot. He averaged 19 points and 6 rebounds on a team where LeBron James had the ball for the majority of the time, at least when he's healthy, so these stats are actually pretty impressive. Now on to the top 5. Number 5, Pascal Siakam. When Siakam was drafted with the 27th overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft, many people were extremely upset with what the Raptors had done. The majority of draft experts thought this pick was a complete reach because he was apparently an awful athlete, and Deontay Davis was still on the board, and they really wanted the Raptors to take him. In his first 2 years in the league, Siakam was extremely inefficient and was proving the experts right, but this season he has completely proved all of his doubters wrong. He is averaging 17 points along with 7 rebounds and 3 assists while playing on the second best team in the East, the Toronto Raptors. Currently, he is one of the front runners for the Most Improved Player award, and there are even people in the league who think Siakam is the best player on the Raptors, such as Skip Bayless. Now, this is incredibly incorrect, but to even have this discussed while playing alongside Kawhi Leonard is magnificent. Siakam is only in his 3rd year in this league and is constantly improving, and in the future will 100% be a top 5 power forward. Heck, he might even be a top 5 power forward already. Number 4, Clint Capella. Clint Capella was drafted with the 25th pick in the 2014 NBA draft by the Houston Rockets. He came out of a pro league in France where he had a good season, but really was never seen as a prospect who could have the potential to be this good. Capella has had an incredible past 2 years on the Houston Rockets, as he has had back-to-back seasons averaging a triple-double. Throughout his time in this league, he has only improved, and this past season, he averaged 17 points and 13 rebounds per game. For an outstanding rim protector and defender, to be averaging numbers like these is crazy, and I cannot even imagine how the teams that passed on him feel now about this pick. Number 3, Devin Booker. Devin Booker was the 13th overall pick in the 2015 NBA draft. Booker came off the bench in college on one of the best college teams in college basketball history. Many teams passed on him, but the Suns got the clear-cut second best player in the entire draft behind Cat. Booker came into the league as one of the youngest players ever and dominated once he entered. In his rookie year, he even competed in the three-point competition. Currently, he is only 22 years old and is averaging 27 points and 7 assists, while in my opinion being a top 20 player in the NBA. The only reason he's not higher on this list is because Booker was not seen as a bad prospect as he was drafted 13th overall. Number 2, Donovan Mitchell. Similar to Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell was drafted with the 13th overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft. Coming out of Louisville, Donovan was an undersized shooting guard who everyone thought played way too fast. The main critiques in his game were that he was not able to drive and finish well enough, and that he had trouble reading defenders and making simple reads because he played way too fast with the ball in his hands. Man, oh man, has he proved these NBA draft experts wrong. If you have ever seen Donovan Mitchell play, the variety of ways he finishes around the basket is mind-boggling. Also, he's the primary ball handler on the Jazz and has no problem executing the pick-and-roll game with Gobert and has actually excelled at it. Ultimately, the second Donovan stepped onto an NBA court, starting with the NBA Summer League, he lit it up. In his rookie year, he averaged over 20 points a game and should have won Rookie of the Year over Ben Simmons. The award is literally called Rookie of the Year, not Sophomore of the Year. Tell me what you guys think about that too. On top of this, Mitchell has been the leader for the Jazz in only his second season, and veterans such as Kyle Korver have come out to say incredible things about this young man.
I have never been around a young player like Donovan Mitchell. I have never seen someone so young take ownership of a team, take ownership of his play, do it with charisma, do it with class. I've never seen that in my 16 years in the NBA.
I hope this kid the best for the future, and everyone who passed on him should be extremely furious as he was the steal of the draft. Number 1, Nikola Jokic. Now this pick may be the steal of the century, as Nikola Jokic was drafted with the 41st overall pick in the 2014 NBA draft. Jokic was seen as extremely unathletic, overweight, and as slow as a turtle coming into the NBA. NBA draft experts even said that he had a very low ceiling due to his lack of speed and strength. Jokic was literally so weak that he could not do a single push-up coming into the NBA. One thing that was considered his strength was his ability to work extremely hard, and he proved them right, as he worked extremely hard on his figure and now is a menace in the paint. Now that he has fixed his weaknesses, his basketball IQ has helped him become one of the best passing big men in the entire league. Wait, let me take that back. The best passing big man in the entire league. Jokic is a center who's actually only 3 assists per game away from averaging a triple-double. Jokic has led the Nuggets to a 2 seed in the Western Conference and has played extremely well when it's mattered most. In Game 7 against the Spurs, Jokic had 21 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists, leading the Nuggets to a series win. Jokic is only 24 years old and has already become a top 15 NBA player, heck, maybe even top 10 NBA player. I can only imagine how good Jokic will be in 2 to 3 years when he has more playoff experience and experience in general in the league. Every NBA team missed out on a talent who would be the first overall pick today, no doubt about it, if this draft was redone. Tell me if you guys agree with my list of the top 5 NBA draft steals in the past 5 years, and if you think I'm missing anyone from this list, please tell me as well. I appreciate each and every one of you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So I just want to thank you guys. And with that said, I'm out and peace!